Came back to work on dual band Moxon Yagi. I had finished cutting the 3x8 inch aluminium pipes and shaping the VHF Moxon part. Next step was to mount it on the boom. As a wooden boom, as mentioned in the design, was not there in my store, I took a surplus piece of PVC pipe about 3/4 inch in diameter. These are the tools which I was using: pliers, star-edged screwdriver, steel measuring tape, and an additional long sharp screw for marking. First, I marked the midpoint of the aluminium tube antenna elements for fixing the screws. Then I used the pliers to hammer the screw a little bit to produce a dent in the aluminium tubing so that the drill bit would not slip away while I drill it. Then I would drill a hole a bit smaller than the size of the screw to be used. The final screw to be used was then threaded into the hole and taken out to make it a bit easy to fix on the boom. Elements were fixed one by one on the PVC boom by fixing the screw in the center on the position marked on the boom as per the design. As the driven element of the VHF Moxon had to be in two pieces, it could not be fixed on the boom with a screw. So I fixed a length of surplus piece of PVC channel used for electrical wiring in the position for the driven element. The two pieces of the driven element were placed inside it and tied with GI winding wire at both ends. Picture shows the central part of the cut driven element and adjacent UHF element. As mentioned earlier, it is a passive coupling between the VHF driven element and the UHF element, so that only one coax is needed as the feeder. No diplexer is needed either. Forward gain is mentioned as 3.95 dBd on VHF and 8.06 dBd on UHF. As discussed earlier, dBd is gain in comparison with the dipole antenna. Positions of the elements on the boom and the dimensions as per the M1GEO G8OCV design have been marked in this picture. You can see that one UHF element is within the Moxon and another one is very close to the driven element. Fourth UHF element is seen to be longer than the third. I presume that it is not an error, as they have arrived at the design after simulation and testing. The coaxial cable has to be connected at the center of the driven element. All measurements are in millimeters and the position of the driven element is at 271 millimeter. Total length of the antenna is less than 1 meter and it is quite light so that it can be used as a handheld antenna. A little extra length of boom before the driven element can be used as a hand grip, or a custom made grip can be added later. Next phase will be fixing the coax, mounting and testing the antenna.